Hello, Winds. Welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in Factorio, a rocket per patron. I'm going to set up some more of the basics now. Things like electric poles. I think I ever actually set that up in a highly productive cascade type thing here. So we're going to do those. Robots certainly do make this a lot easier, especially when you don't wire up each individual inserter like a dummy. Yeah, that's right. I called myself a dummy. See, I'm allowed to do it. You're not allowed to call me a dummy. That's mean. Don't be mean. Don't be a mean person. Like, honestly, the same thing with, like, belts and stuff. Kind of leaning toward doing that, although they go up into 5 tiers, which is sort of odd and annoying. But that's okay. Let's see, this is my 4-tier upgrade. I'm gonna save this blueprint. This is gonna be robot caps. Robot grid beacon spacing. And we're gonna rename the 4-tier upgrade Robot Grid. So that's what it is. The grid of robots. Alright, so power. How about that power, eh? We've got some medium electric pole Mark IVs. We've got the big poles. We've got the level 4 substations. Let's upgrade this thing to those, because we're not making those. Let's upgrade you guys as well. Oh my gosh, was that tier 2, I think? Looks like the answer is yes. We don't need to request these, do we? Yeah, I kind of do. I want to request this stuff. I think I stopped requesting red belt. I think we start requesting, like, I want pretty much just substations and the big ones. I don't think I actually care much about the medium electric poles, just one of them in case they get upgraded. Let's see how we're doing on this. Are we making any of these? We need electrum, and we need silver plate. So we've got some of the large panels, but we don't actually have electrum or silver plate. So, electrum. Let's start with silver plate. Silver plate is made with silver ore. Silver ore, I think we actually have a fair bit of, don't we? 82,000 silver ore, most of which is in a couple warehouses. 48,000 in that chest there. Okay. So silver ore, or silver plate rather, is made in a furnace. That is going to be... We need to create like a default... Not that stuff. Also, it annoys me that I spent all this time making this and I didn't even use the right final tier of these. Apparently, when I upgraded something somewhere, there's things that are wrong. I don't know where. Something about crushing. I think I messed up. These are crusher Mark IIIs with non-full productivity. Alright. These need to be upgraded modules. Modules in there, why not? Do it again. It's really handy having it automatically pick stuff up though. Must admit. So this is probably like too big, right? It's too many beacons, right, that are just sitting around costing power. And it's probably just not necessary for the amount of production that I actually need right now. The electric multipurpose furnaces are great. Let's create like a small little template that is just going to use loaders, ideally, and requesters, and just go in and out. So what if we just did like literal in and out? To go in and out, I need double sets of express loaders to come in and out of chests. We could do in, out, or we could do in a line, in, out. What's going to work better for beacons? Beacons are still going to be 3 by 3. Like, can I make it fit inside this grid is what I'm really trying to figure out. Because this is 4 tiles. If it was 3, then I could do something different with it, but... we could always do something really squirrely like 3 like this with a belt. It does make it fit in a 3 by 3 grid, which is convenient for beacons. It is very important. Because when you place a beacon, and you try to catch that one machine, just say for reference, space these out every 3. That beacon, you can't quite hit the extra machine. What if it's spaced every 4? Well, it looks like 4 is actually going to be fine. We can hit 4 machines with each beacon. Alright. Guess we just won't worry about it. As far as where we build it, doesn't really matter, does it? You're going to make silver. Silver plate from silver ore. Go. And then that means that you are going to request into a chest. And you're going to go directly into one of these, and we'll just restrict it. We'll just make the restriction really low, like everything else. We'll throw our modules in there. And, in theory, I could keep this recipe off. We could try to have a... ooh, hold on, the blueprint will actually allow me to have the modules in there without having a recipe set? I didn't realize that. I'm thinking something here. I just determined that the 4 spacing is not a bad thing, but... I actually could... well, no. No. You can't go directly out. You do need 2. I was, for some reason in my head, I just thought all of a sudden, oh wait, I could just use 1 loader. No, you need a loader out, loader in. Doesn't work quite that way. This is fine. It'll be perfectly functional. Doesn't need to be any different than that. So that's the beacon spacing. Let's not have anything requested. Do have the chest. Do have the restriction. Do use the loaders. And then yeah, that looks good. Let's just call that our robot grid. Multi-purpose smelt. Okay, and then let's see how this plays with this. So, if you're at max range, this doesn't need to be there. Good. This technically probably should be there, but okay, so you're supposed to be like at the outer edge. The final machine was supposed to be like there, I think. And then just in theory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually 5 tiles, isn't it? Crap. Crap, what am I doing? Arumba! I know, I'm sorry. Like, oh, it's fine, it's just 4 tile spacing. It's not 4 tiles, you dummy. 5 tiles. We could... again, with the squirrely, make it 4. Well, let's just see how 5 spacing looks. If you're in the edge perimeter thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're only getting 3 machines in each beacon range, which is pretty bad. So even though the belts are going to look a little squirrely, I think I am going to use the little belt thing. Either that or we could use like underground belt into the next machine over. But I think I'm going to do it this way. It'll actually kind of look cool. Kind of. Okay, so you're going to request nothing. You're going to be restricted down to one thing. You're going to have your modules within the recipe set. We're going to update this. And that is the robot grid multi-purpose. And now I'm going to try to line this thing up. So it goes like here. This is not stackable unless we rotate them. But if we rotate them, that's still not actually forced spacing, is it? Damn it! Alright, well, whatever. I can fit 3 machines in with rotations. It's fine. It's fine. Just make the stuff. Make the silver, alright? And then you're going to make, I don't know, something else that we're lacking. What are we lacking? I want tier 4 robots. We have no flying robot frame Mark IVs. We have no flying robot frame Mark IVs because we have no silver zinc batteries. We have no silver zinc batteries because we lack zinc plate and silver oxide. Let's make those things. I need zinc plate. Zinc. It's not made in a multi-purpose. Zinc. Zinc plate. Can only be made in electrolyzers. Great. And unfortunately, the Angel's electrolyzers were better. Let's make one of those. And even though I might not end up using them, I'm going to still set up some of these things. So I want to go like electrolyzers through tier 4. Just get them all set up. All the things coming into the factory now. Great. And productivity. Okay, still need to do the bobs and the chemical plants and stuff. We'll do chemical plants. Do the oil refineries. All the things. Ah, that actually goes up to tier 5. Damn. Eh, whatever, it can go up to tier 5, that's fine. We'll add another one of these to there. Strip that machine. You only hit 3 machines out, so it's already time to do our beacon spacing. This should really be updated to include the electrical line. Ooh, you replaced the wrong beacon. I guess because that was the one that I had on my active cursor. I'm only ever used to having one blueprint in there. Well, what I'm going to do for now is you should not even be using Substation Mark IIIs. You should be 4s as well. Not that that's really necessary, but okay. And we'll put a light in for good measure. Let's clear that blueprint, grab all the way to here. Clear out all of these. It's probably close to good, but I gotta... Okay, light, one more inserter. We got green modules, beacons, substations, lights, raw speed. That looks right. Upgrade the beacon spacing. Or not upgrade, but update. And I think I will also clear that and then just take this. We'll create a new one in case it gets replaced again. That's just going to be efficiency beacon, or just beacon. Just beacon. Beacon's good. That's the beacon that I use. Okay. So these guys are not being made for reasons. These are, yeah, it's fine reasons and stuff. So same thing here. There's going to be stuff, this miscellaneous stuff, pipes, plates, that kind of crap that I need. Some of these things should just be made into like pipe crafting. It's 2 whole row of pipes. We can get rid of the ones that feed the next pipe over. You're gonna make me that kind, that kind. The robot grid, some people hate it. Some people do. And I understand why. I mean, it certainly takes away a lot of the logistic challenge in Factorio of moving stuff around. That's a big part of the game, especially if you're not going to play against biters, right? But it's so hard to pass up once you have actually have access to it. You know, why even bother? Like, I've got some pretty fancy crap in there, but let's just get rid of this junk. Okay, so all pipes are being made. I don't think underground pipe are being used, but yeah, I don't think they're used as a recipe component. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. What do we use? What do we do next? What are we missing out on? We were trying to do electrolyzers and the other machines. So we've got chemical plants. We need like Bob's electrolyzers and stuff still. So let's do those. I was gonna do power. That's the whole thing that got me on this robot grid stuff, is trying to get power. And I wasn't able to make the larger solar panels because we didn't have any Electrum plate. And I was about to do Electrum, I think. That is actually made in a multi-purpose furnace. It just takes silver plate and gold plate. So that can be one of these down here. How about you become Electrum? Alright, the last thing I want to check before I commit to one electrolyzer version over the other is I'm mostly certain that the Angel's electrolyzer is better as far as like crafting speed per power, but well, hold on, 2.5 crafting speed for 300 kilowatts versus 3.5 for 560. Yeah, it is better per kilowatt, but it's also going to come down to how many modules can these things hold. They can hold more modules, and that makes them infinitely better. Not infinitely, but like really, really better. They're certainly cheaper to build, it looks like. So Electrolyzer Mark IVs. I think I had just set that up. How are we doing? We've managed to make no Mark IIIs. That is held up by the tungsten plate. Tungsten plate, I think we can make in a multi-purpose. Yes. So you can request that stuff there. Ah, shoot. Things that require 2 components are not going to work with this. I did not consider that. Darn it. Okay, so this smelting grid is not going to work as well as I was hoping. So let's say you have two components. I can't do this little squirrely do. We're going to have to go 5. Just have to make it spaced bigger. We can still do the squirrely do on one side, but if we're going to do that, like, what's the point? You know? In fact, why not, even though it's going to cost power, we'll just use an inserter. Do you have the same energy drain as a regular inserter, or is it significantly higher? There's no energy drain, because I turned that off. I don't remember when that happened. It was a long, long time ago, but machines still have energy drain, but the inserters don't. Mostly it was a performance thing. Alright, so if you're going to make stuff, I don't see how I can make this thing any smaller. Footprints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Versus the squirrely do, which was actually bigger. So, well, kind of, because they were able to overlap one tile. Anyway, so this one's not going to work here. Neither will that one. Let's take a copy of this, and we'll try to upgrade this to that guy. Shoot, the blueprint didn't have a restriction on it. Okay, and then all we have to do then is set you to the tungsten, copy to both, and then remove from each. And then, because they're going to bring both, I need to pick it up, copy paste again. I did that wrong. Alright, let's copy paste your restrictions there. And here. Remove that one. Remove that one. Copy you to there. And remove both. Now that should be good. Okay, one more. Rather than try to overlap that, I think I will just not worry about that. It seems like too much work. But if I'm going to do these are kind of weird ones, so I'm going to go ahead and put down an extra requester so that I don't have to manually do that each time. Because every one of these things that I set up, I'm going to have to make sure I'm doing it right to balance the two inputs. So, robot grid beacon smelting, update again. Which... I didn't mess up. Looks good. It's got the modules. That's good. Okay, so that one's good. These things are not made, though. The other thing that I tried to set up but wasn't working was the electrum plate. We copy to both, remove, copy paste, and remove. Pretty quick overall, I think, to set that up. That's not too bad. Do we even keep this one if... No, I don't think we do. This was silver ore. Just strip it, put down a new one. Get rid of those. Okay. Should get those inserters set up. There are plenty of machines that I'm not actually using. If I'm not actually using them, I'm just going to strip them. So that I can see that there are gaps easier. And then if we need to replace them later, like this only goes to tier 3, so just pull these out, get rid of those. These ones here we're just straight up not using. What are you guys beeping about? What? What do you want? What? They're trying to upgrade those things. All right. Did that. We did that. I don't think we did this one. Did we do oil refineries? We did pumps, chemical plants. No oil refineries. And conveniently, those only go up to tier 4. So that's perfect for right here. I gotta remember to put my modules in there. Out of curiosity, can I... Let's try this. With a one that's not set up. Yeah. Darn it, this whole time. That is interesting to me that you can actually put them in there. It's probably because I removed the restriction on where productivity can go, that you're just allowed to do it now. Alright, you are, you know what? Sure, why not? Make the catalysts. Those are probably good to have, right? We got all the pipes, we got all that. So those are made. We actually have some electrolyzer 4s. And some Angels electrolyzers. Those are oil and gas separators. Where are the Angels electrolyzers? Here. Yes, we do have them. Okay, so now I can finally do my comparison and make the decision once and for all. If I am to make, like, say, zinc, which is the thing I think I needed, you have 2 module slots, you have 6. Decision made. We'll still have those there, because I don't think it really hurts anything, but definitely going to want to use these, which I also think I want to have on my taskbar, because we will use them on occasion. Where can we stick this guy? I need these. I need that and that. Any of these that I don't need? I don't really need the sniper turrets anymore. I think we get rid of the yellow belt row. Throw the electrolyzers over there. I want to get like all the basic crafting stuff here, so let's actually redo this. We're going to put you here. Most basic, those two. Next would be like electrolyzers. What's the next type of crafting that we do frequently? Yeah, maybe that one's kind of rarely used though. I think more often I'm going to be using like this chemical plant, definitely. Chemical plant 4s. And then there is something else that's used in Angels quite often. The refineries, is it? Nah, we probably don't need to put those on the taskbar though. Let's clear that one then. Clear that one. So we'll put this one over here. For now, those can be empty. Alright. Another half hour spent. Let's see. Okay, so I need to now upgrade and just kind of make like a... Let's do one of these guys. With the beacons. Or rather, with the things. Then we'll cut these. And we'll just put down electrolyzers instead. And see how that looks. There are plenty of recipes that are not going to require... Well, that's not true. These are always going to want stuff, aren't they? No, not always. Quite often going to need some sort of a fluid or of some sort. If I did that, that's not going to work. If I rotate them... We could just say these ones are weird, and so they need to have an extra 3x3 grid in the center to... And actually, they're going to need more than that. They're going to need to be in the center with space on both sides for stuff to go out. But let's clear the recipes and get them set up. In general, I'm going to say top down. I'm going to say we want productivity, of course. Start with this. This is robot grid electrolyzer. And we will strip that because it doesn't work. It can't go here. It's got to go 1, 2, 3. It's got to go that far up, I think, because we're going to have to do fluids. So, the reason why we were trying to get electrolyzers and trying to solve that problem was because we needed something to make these batteries, and I need to do silver oxide and zinc plate. So silver oxide, zinc plate. For now, I think I will just use one of these. Let's grab an Angel's heavy pump. It's a shame you can't control where the inputs are on these, though. So ideally, this guy's going to be like right here. Or it could be spaced off by 1. I don't know. It really doesn't matter as long as it's set up. So you're going to unload sulfuric acid barrels. You can request in your zinc. You're going to make it. We don't need these. These are unusual for this setup. So let's erase and replace. In fact, I'm not going to make this a 4x4 because it's not going to be used that way. It does need space. Generally speaking, it's going to have potentially up to 2 fluids. Let's actually set up the default. Well, hold on. I need to expand the robot grid a little bit. Roboports. Do we have any of the tier 4s that actually got crafted? I've got multiple grids now. It's silly. These are not made. We got the tier 3s though. It's still not enough to actually fix this area. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's see. That's the sulfuric acid request. That's going to be a functional one. So let's just strip that. We're going to copy this. Trying to make it this close together is just not going to work out. So if that thing were there, 1, 2, 3. That's about as close as I think I can make them. Let's put that down. Let's remove the recipes. Let's still put in the productivities. Let's have another pump here. So you actually need an input and an output. I could consolidate you in a little bit. Kind of. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. Yeah, I got to think about this for a bit, but I'll be back in the next episode, as always. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.